biggest one we got the other one, but like a normal school size, like 65 inch.
Honestly, we were doing the wrong thing. We were just talking about it. And you know why.
Yeah, but it's.
Especially given all of the, and it was right in the middle of the I'm not going we'll still have an issue with the machine. We'll worry about that one.
Well,
Can you we don't have network servers here. You can run it off of the lab, you can run it off of the...
Oh, did you just start? Hear yourself come back. What did I say? Are you recording? That's loud. It's like right here. Is it better? Is it something different? Did you? It does look better. Well, then last week, was it better?
No, I had this program and I was like,
It's not. They don't do. Yeah, it'd be nice. No, they don't.
Only during the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There, I wish we had like a piece of pizza, dinner, something
That would be nice.
nice.
Good evening.
Good evening.
At 5:35, we are going to call our meeting to order. Dr. Means, if you would conduct our roll call for us.
Mr. Davis. Dr. Dykeman. Mr. Worthy.
Here.
Ms. Davis.
Here.
Dr. Gann.
Here.
Dr. Yeager.
Here.
Dr. Knox.
Here.
Dr. Mills.
Okay, thank you. We'll move forward with item B on our agenda, which is to amend and/or adopt the agenda. I'll open the floor for motions.
Yes. I'd like to do one brief amendment pertaining to the article that went in the newspaper on November 22nd after our last meeting. Just wanted to make some corrections about that article. So I got a call from Matt down here, and they said everything was what I said. And I want to make a public announcement on that.
Okay, and so, Mr. Worthy, do I hear you stating that as our first, or an item before our executive session, you would like to make those corrections public?
Absolutely.
So there's a motion to add an item before executive session for Mr. Worthy to correct an article that was published. When was that, Mr. Worthy?
November the 22nd, that was after our last regular meeting.
November the 22nd, is there a second?
Well, the newspaper called me November the 22nd, and the article came out November the,
Mr. Worthy, I'll second your motion if you'll use your microphone.
I'm sitting right here. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have a motion for a public correction to that article, and is there a second? Okay.
Great.
Mr. Davis, I'm going to open up the floor for any discussion regarding these, this motion. All right, we'll go ahead and take the vote. All in favor of adding this public correction, if you would show by raising your hands. Okay. Unanimous. Okay, so that motion carries. So now we would need to entertain a motion to adopt our agenda as amended. Is there a motion on the table to adopt the agenda as amended? Okay, so Ms. Davis, Dr. Yeager, second. I'll open up the floor. Any questions or comments about the current agenda? Any discussion? All right, we'll go ahead and vote. All in favor of adopting the agenda as amended, if you would show by raising your hand. Okay, so that motion carries. So that means the first item, or the next item, I should say, is the public correction that Mr. Worthy would like to make.
Yes, Athens Baptist Herald called me on November the 22nd. That was a Friday after our last regular meeting, and I wanted to know what I thought about the meeting that Thursday night. I immediately said to the reporter, and the reporter was Wayne Ford. Lee Sherry was on vacation, and I immediately said to him, well, we have a policy, and I'm a board member. I believe in following the policy and believe in following the laws, that our president would only speak to the media. It's obvious that the president was not present at that meeting, so I'm going to refer you to calling Ms. Linda Davis, because she presided at that meeting. And he said, well, okay. And then he's got to ask a question. I said, I'm not going to respond to that. But when I read the paper on the 23rd, he said that I referred him to call Tawana Maddox. Not true. Then he said that Lakeisha Gann crafted the letter that we discussed that Thursday night. And I didn't say that to him. In fact, he didn't even talk about the letter. Now, the only thing in that article that I said, he asked me whether Dr. Means had resigned. I said, sir, and I go back and read the paper, and this is exactly what I said. Sir, you don't resign until you put the pen to the paper. I'm not aware of Dr. Means putting anything in writing saying he resigned. And then later on I called Ms. Davis, and Ms. Davis said, no, he didn't call her. I called Wayne Forward's office, and he hadn't returned my call. Hopefully we have someone here from the Athens Matter here tonight that I can speak with after that meeting. But I wanted to set the record straight on that. Those things that was printed, I didn't say to him that. The only thing I said to him, what I said a few minutes ago, pertaining to Dr. Means resigning. So I wanted to set the record straight publicly.
Thank you. So I have that as a discussion item, and so that takes us to our next item, which is an executive session. And so I would like to open the floor for a motion to go into executive session, specifically for the purpose that is listed here, which is to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
I so move that we go into executive session for the stated purpose within inviting our attorney.
Second. Okay. I'm going to open up the floor for discussion for that motion of the stated reason, with the addition of inviting our counsel as well as Dr. Means. Mr. Davis.
Yes. I would like to do this in stages, with first meeting with the board and the attorney, and then including Mr. Dr. Means and later.
I think the clarification or the addition that was brought forward, the motion that was brought forward by Ms. Davis and seconded by Dr. Yeager addresses enough of the specifics without us having to state specifically the order. Mr. Pruitt, can you just confirm that, or would we need to determine in this motion that we will begin with counsel and then invite Dr. Meeks to join us?
Chairman's not that formal, but if you approve a motion to invite people into your executive session, then any portion or not, it's the presiding officer to reach out and control that.
And so I think the motion, with the understanding that we'll start with the board, and we will at some point invite Dr. Means in to continue our executive session. I think that understanding is there, at least amongst. Other discussion or questions? All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to call for the vote to go into executive session for the stated purpose, also inviting the attorney and Dr. Means. So all in favor, if you would, show by raising your hands. Okay. All right, and none opposed, so we will go into executive session. We'll move into executive session. The room has changed, and so here, this one right here, that's a little bit bigger, it's a classroom back here, and so we'll meet there.